One of the really cool staff guys helped me. Well, he brought Zeus out here for me to the meet and greet yard. Zeus is 5 years old, male. I wanted to take him for a walk because I'm sure he gets tired of being cramped up all the time in that little kennel. So I wanted to give him just some area just to roam around a little bit and smell something different other than the meet and greet yard, you know, in the kennel. He's a little bit unsure of my wheelchair, and if you've seen any of the videos lately of At PACC, then Zeus kind of sits in the back of the kennel. He doesn't really interact with me too much. But he looks at me a lot, and I think that he does that because he likes the eye contact. I don't think he really cares about treats or food or anything like that. But I could be wrong. He's using his sniffer quite a bit right now. And I left a little treat. I put it on top of the bench. He just might want to find it, you know, and then he might change his direction after he finds it. But right now he's using a sniffer, and that's really, really good. I was listening to Caesar Milan one time, and Caesar Milan was saying that if they start sniffing around, then that means that they're starting to get more comfortable with the situation. It was either Caesar Milan or it was a different guy on the internet, on YouTube, that I saw. So he is sniffing around, and I'm really apprehensive about what I should do next to try and get him to maybe want to go out. I kind of want to sit here and see if he comes close to me or not. You know, what he might do is he might just sniff around for a little while.
John,
Yeah.
if he's going to stay fearful of your chair, it might not be a good idea to take him out in an area that's not enclosed. You know, I'd be afraid he might get loose.
Okay. All right. Good idea. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So that cool staff guy was saying that, you know, what I should probably do with Zeus is I should probably, you know, take him, if I'm going to take him anywhere, maybe just take him inside of the area, inside of here, where all the gates are and stuff like that, so that if he does get loose on me, then he's still in somewhat of a contained area. So somebody that has a little bit more, you know, that can walk around and is a little bit more able-bodied, like that cool guy, can get Zeus for me, you know, because Zeus might not, you know, I might not be able to get up close to Zeus because he still might be pretty fearful of me. So you might have to have somebody that can run, you know, or somebody that is a little bit more able-bodied than me, being in a wheelchair. But I love that he's someone sniffing around. I love that, man. And what I want to do, like the best thing that I would like to do is I would like him to feel comfortable enough where he could go to the bathroom. He doesn't have his tail tucked under, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah. What I want to do is I want to give him some eye contact as much as possible so that he knows that I love him. But I don't want to give him eye contact, and one way to let him, to have him be fearful of me or be afraid of me, I want him to give eye contact to let him know that I love him. Yeah, I see the smiles there, and I'm wondering if the smiles are from thirst or if they're just from happiness. And if they are from happiness, then I like that. That's cool. See, there's a little treat there. Was he interested in that? Good boy. Good boy, Zeus. Yes. Good doggy, Zeus. Yeah. I like that, Zeus. That was a good doggy. Yep. So what I'm going to do, I picked Zeus out because he's older. Yeah. I like that smile. He's not looking at me. I wish he was looking at me, or he would just glance at me or something like that, but he's not doing that yet. I don't think he's feeling comfortable with me just yet. But I'm not moving around, so I think that's probably good. I hope he has his tongue out because he's happy, and he doesn't have his tongue out because he's thirsty. I was thinking about maybe bringing a bowl with me, and then I could bring some water just in case, and give that to the doggies whenever because we're talking about 100 degree weather, and I think it's like 56 days of the year have been over 100 degrees, so he's probably pretty hot, and he has his winter coat on, so But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until he backs away a little bit, and then I'm going to put another treat maybe on that bench, and then good boy, and then one more on that chair, and probably one more on that chair too. He seems like he's getting more comfortable, because if you see, his tail is up a little bit more than it was initially. Yeah. Zeus is a male. Definitely a male. That was good boy. That was a good boy, Zeus. Alright, now he's moving away a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a treat and I'm going to put it on the bench. So what I did with Zeus, he was still a little bit closer to me, but he's still sniffing, so I like that. And I put one over there on that chair. I put a little goodie on that chair, and then I put a little goodie on the bench again. So I'm wondering, he's looking at me a little bit more than he was initially. And I like that. He's starting to spend a little bit of time, a little bit more time at the door, so he might be ready to go out. One thing I was thinking about doing right now is going over there and getting my leash and trying to put that leash on him. Because it seems a little bit obvious to me that he does want to get out a little bit. He's probably tired of sniffing around here. Kind of sniffed what he needed to in here, but he's probably ready to go out and sniff some other stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get close to him, and I'm going to try and put the leash on him and see how he reacts to that. He's still a little bit interested in the treats. He's using a sniffer. Good boy. Good boy, Zeus. Good boy, Zeus. Good boy. If he backs away, he's still a little bit too nervous of me right now. Yeah, I think he does want to go out there and go out walking around. He's using a sniffer right now. I really appreciate that. I like that. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy, Zeus. Good doggy, Zeus. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over there and I'm going to grab the leash and I'm going to try and put the leash on him. What I was able to do with Zeus is I was able to put the leash on him, and I did get some nice tail wagging from Zeus. And that was pretty cool. The tail wagging. I like that tail wagging. Yeah. He likes you. Yeah, with the smile. That's good. I like the smile, Zeus. Yeah. Good doggy. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for coming over.
Sure, you're welcome.
That's cool. Yeah, he seems. Yeah.
I think the wheelchair catches him off guard just a
Yeah.
smidge. He's not used to that contraption, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he'd take good care of you. He'd be a good daddy for you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You want to be a sled dog, huh? You want to be
Yeah.
a sled dog?
Mush, mush.
We'll get you a little harness, huh? We'll get you a little harness, huh? Oh, yeah.
Oh, he likes you. He's got the tail wagging. Good. Oh, you happy. Happy doggy, aren't you? I like that. I like that. Tongue hanging out. I do. Yeah. We're just going very, very, very slowly right now. I really like that. I really like that tail wagging. Yeah, I like that tail wagging, Zeus. I sure do. Zeus wants to go over there where the other people are. But it's making some of the other kids anxious. Some of the other dogs are getting anxious. So I'm gonna try and get him a little bit, try and get him over to the other side of the walk. See how he works over there, because there's less doggies, I think. A little bit of luck right now is he will sit for me whenever I'm giving him a treat. He's kind of grabby, so yeah, I like the tongue lickings. I love you too, buddy. I do. I love you. Yes. And the tail wagging. I like that tail wagging a lot. I want to see. He's done. He's done with it. He wants to go out roaming around again. So. I don't know why, but he wanted to go to another meet and greet area. I think that's because there's lots of doggy smells around, and he likes all those sniffing areas, all the doggies. But whenever I tried to take the leash off of him, he was smiling a little bit, and he was wagging his tail a little bit. So I think he's getting a little bit more comfortable with me, and I like that. You know, a situation like this, I hate to take him back to the kennel, you know, but at the same time, I'm glad that he got an experience with a wheelchair, not being so scared about wheelchairs. I was trying to move as slow as possible. I think what I'm going to do, since I'm right next to the door, and he might want to get to the door again. If he gets to the door, then that probably means that I should probably take him again to his kennel. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide a treat on the bench, and then I'm going to hide one on the chair, because he's using a sniffer right now, which is really cool. That means he's comfortable, I think. So anyway, here I go. So what I did was I put one treat over there on the chair, and then I put one treat over here on the bench. He's using a sniffer, so he's still a little bit of interest. If I get him to spend a few minutes at that door, then that means he's probably ready to go. We'll see. He looked at me, and then I didn't look at him. I probably should have done that. He's using a sniffer. Yeah. I really like him cruising around like that. If he looks up and sees that I'm looking at him, I think it'll make him happy. See if you can get that one, huh, Zeus? There's one on the bench. But I think he's too interested in the smells of the other dogs that are in the floor. Yeah, he is too interested in that stuff to get a treat. I think he knows I'm looking at him, because he can hear my voice. Otherwise, he would lose interest and go to the door immediately. Sometimes when there's dogs, then there's a little bit of interest there too. So he might decide to go back to the gate. Just to see what's going on. Oh, there's that barking going on. See how long he stays there. If he stays there for a good minute, then he probably wants to go back. He doesn't want to go back just yet. Yeah. think he's kind of losing interest right now. Might want to go. So probably what I want to do is I'm going to probably go over there and try and see if I can put the leash on him again. And then we're going to spend a little bit of time trying to get back to the kennel so I can put him in the kennel again. But it was a pretty good experience. I probably had, what, maybe 20 minutes at least, 30 minutes of together time with him and I. You know, with his tongue hanging out like that, he's probably thirsty, so he probably is ready to get back to the kennel. There's water back there. Let's see if he comes over here and gets the treat or not. Because he's thirsty, so he might not get that treat. I'm hoping that he does, but yeah, I don't think he will. Yeah, he's done with that. I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put his leash on him and then take him back to the kennel. So Zeus drank a little bit of water. I was happy about that. Yeah, I like the smile. Yes, I do. I like that smile a lot, Zeus. Yeah. You had a good time, man. You did have a good time. I was worried about that, Zeus, but I do think that you had a good time. Yes, I do. Yeah. And he was doing the command for me too. Yes, you were. Yeah. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yes, he was. And he was thirsty. He did drink a little bit of water before he came back to the kennel. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good doggy. Zeus is not too good with children. It's not for children. Like I said, he's 5 years old, male. I just didn't like him to be, he was always back there in the back on his bed. And I like his, I'm glad that he likes his bed. But I wanted to get him a little bit, He's been here since June 19th. So he's been here June, July, August. So he's been here about 2 months now. So it was good to get him out. Get him seeing a little bit of stuff other than seeing all the time. He did sit for me. That was cool. I'm gonna give him another treat. There you go, Zeus. Zeus has the animal number of 8459047. I think he's there's a well, they say no children or cats. I want to see what kind of breed he is. Just for good review. Plays with squeaky toys. Loves attention. Aggression towards younger children, 5 to 6 years old. I think they brought him here because he had a mass on him that needed to be removed. He's always by your side. And that was good. I really enjoyed that. He was close to me and I really liked that. He's feeling comfortable with me. He's laying down right here instead of laying down on his bed. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, that's what I have on Zeus. I'll leave you alone. I was going to take Valentine out for a little stroll, but then he got tangled up in my leash, and I chewed it up. See what he did there? He chewed it in half. Had it tied up. He chewed it in half. Weird situation, I didn't know how to handle it. And I'm not very good with big dogs, just yet with my wheelchair. I should start out with smaller dogs. He's pretty young. He's 2 years old. Chew up my leash instead. So they named this guy. He liked the peanut butter. I gave him some peanut butter on the biscuit, and he liked that quite a bit. Guess what his name is? Little John. Little John. And his animal number is A611 0537. I'll show you how much he likes peanut butter. I had a craziness with the other kid, so I didn't think that it was necessary, but I just figured, what the heck, because his name is Little John. So, and he's 5 years old, which is, I like the older ones. He's male. I want to see if I can get closer. Are you gonna let me get a little close up of you, Little John? Good boy. Little John. Little John. 5 years old, so he would be, what, 35 in human years? Sit. That's a good boy, Little John. Yes. I like sit because then I can get a little bit better of a picture of Little John. I'm going to give him one more treat. Let's see. He sat for me. And I didn't even ask him. See, that's the thing about some of these older kids. They have to, they body train you sometimes, and they know their commands, and it's a pretty good thing. They can be kind of grabby though, because they might be hungry, or they don't know when their next meal is, and all that sort of business. But anyway. Yeah, I like that little dog. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, little John.